Ciao my lovelies and welcome to a very different video. I currently have one of my friends in the background. Don't mind him. A lot of you have been asking me to do a skin tutorial ever since I released my skin guide and whatnot, and I currently can't really do that since it'd probably be a longer video than this and take more time, but I did decide to record myself making one of my skins, which is the one that I have on right now. And also, because it's a time lapse, I'm going to be introducing myself to you properly, and I guess you could say help you learn a little bit more about me as a person and also content creator. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like and actually let me know that you enjoyed this kind of video because it is out of like what I normally do. But yes, okay. Let's get right into the video. Oh dear, where to begin? Well, hello, I'm Chloe, more well known as Giovanka. I'm a 17-year-old content creator and skin artist. As many of you know, I'm from Italy, but I'm currently living abroad in the US. I also have a pet cat named Yumi, which I don't often bring up in my videos, but he exists. He's currently sleeping as I'm recording this. But I started playing Minecraft back in 2013. I believe it was July 2013. The first server that I ever joined was a small little server now, which is kind of sad to say, named Mineplex. Oh, Mineplex. God, how many memories I have from Mineplex and how many memories that I made. God, Mineplex was like my freaking childhood. But I'll get into that later on. Let's talk about how I got into skin making. I first began making skins. I remember this. I remember this vividly. I remember my first ever skin was like this Dragon Girl onesie skin that I was like obsessed with. It was like one of the most common and basic skins you could get at the time, but I love that skin so much. I actually still have a file of it, and who knows, maybe I might make like a revamp of it at some point. I remember I wanted a different colored skin, and I couldn't find any skins that had like the bright blonde hair that I really liked, that weren't like flower crown skins or like really girlish skins or had like tomboy hats and all that. I was never really into those kind of skins. I liked more of like the onesies and like the cutesy skins rather than like girly skins, like the dino onesies. I love the dino onesies. But I remember making an account on Minecraft Skins, and I still have it. I'm not gonna post the link. No, I'm not gonna post it because it's just embarrassing, but I do remember this being the very first skin that I made, which was a base of, I believe it was like a very girly skin. I took the hair off of it and I just like made everything else myself. I gave it the blue eyes and everything. Oh my god, that skin gives me so many memories. And you can see how it's like evolved over time because it's still technically the skin that I have now. It's just like, it's not as bright of a blonde and the eyes are like a like mellowed brown instead of like the bright blue eyes that I had on that skin. And obviously my favorite color now isn't green, so I don't have any green skins. You know what? I might make an homage to that skin one day. I just make a green skin. But I remember posting like my edits of different skins and also like custom skins that I made, or I was testing out my shading and everything, because it was uncommon to see people who did that back then. A lot of people would just like take bases of like skins that were already made and they just like change like 2 pixels of it or change the color of the skin. No one really ever made like their own custom skin. And I really enjoyed doing that. It was always really therapeutic to me. You know, once I had the skin that I liked, I was like, you know what, I'm tired of playing single player, and let me join a server. That's when I joined Mineplex, and I remember those days vividly. I remember making a forum account for Mineplex back in, I think it was like mid to late 2014, because I fell for one of those like Optifine or like, I think it was Minecon cape scams. They were so common back then because it was super easy to get your hands on like a Minecon cape at the time. And like they were only like, I think it was like $50 or something, which is crazy because now they're selling for like thousands of dollars. But yeah, Minecon cape only used to be like $50 back then, and I was like, I don't really want to pay for that, and besides it's kind of like against the rules. But they were like offering free capes, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And I gave them my information, and yeah, I got muted because it was a scam. Of course it was. They went on my account and they started spamming. I was so naive at the time. This was around the time, I remember I made my first appeal, but I didn't really know what the heck was going on, so I just wrote, oh, yeah, I don't know what happened to my account, it's kind of just muted now. And I appealed for it and I got rejected, and I remember, I'm not going to name them because they were just doing their job, and they were probably annoyed. Like, I was a little kid at the time, so it's understandable, but they messaged me back saying, please don't appeal again, or I will have you permanently banned from the forums. And I was like, whoa, man, I don't even know what's happening here. So I looked around, I snooped a bit, and I figured out that, oh, it's people with the forum ninja that, you know, that have, the ability to actually look at appeals and whatnot. So I messaged this girl by the name of Limelo. Limelo was a forums mod at the time, handling appeals like mine, as I said. I remember DMing her, asking her to look at my appeal because I was scared of that mod who denied my appeal the first time, looking at it and being like, alright, that's it, I'm banning you, bye bye. But it's such a silly memory. But it literally was the only reason I stuck around. Limelo showed me compassion and the kindness of the Mineplex community at the time. From there, I really just I met so many wonderful people from that community. Some of them who are still active members of the Hypixel community, even Minecraft community, such as my friend Vicky, who I've known for 6 years. Hey Thomas, who you might know just from like level leaderboards. Yeah, I used to play with him like every now and then. I still remember those days. It's crazy. But the one that you're probably the most interested in hearing about is the rose-loving Bed Wars girl, Hannah XX Rose. Gosh, there's so much that I could speak about when it comes to Hannah, but I'll leave that for another video. I considered myself a well-known member of the Mineplex community, as well as I consider myself now a well-known member of the NameMC community. I welcomed everyone with open arms, and I still proceed to. That was until the community really began to break apart. Again, I won't really go into much detail in this video about it. There's just so much lore when it comes to Mineplex that I just hope I get the chance to talk about one day. If you're actually enjoying this video, you should drop a like and let me know that you actually enjoyed this, because it's out of my comfort zone. I've never really made a video like this, but I'm having fun talking about my experiences, so it's something that I wouldn't mind doing again. I left Mineplex for Hypixel around the time that Cake Wars and Bed Wars came out. I remember grinding Cake Wars before I left officially, and I also remember grinding stats like crazy for Hypixel. Like before this, I only really played Hypixel to mess around and like Walking Dead with some of my Mineplex friends, but it was different. It was different now. It was different from when I hit level 100 on Mineplex, because then I was doing it to have fun with my friends. I wasn't really taking it seriously, but I was grinding night and day. Like, I remember just putting all of my energy into grinding Hypixel, into grinding Hypixel bedwars at the time. But eventually I gave it up. Minecraft is dying to the point where my friends of like 4 years or something even started to quit. I privated all my Minecraft videos, I uninstalled it from my PC, I deactivated my engine account, which is what the forums were called at the time. And I gave it a break to focus on my real life. I came back in June of 2019 to my account being compromised, my stats wiped, my account banned, and basically everything that I had worked for on Minecraft stripped away from me. I eventually regained access to my account, but Minecraft was still in that awkward phase where it was barely beginning to gain popularity again, so I didn't really come back, and also because I was just devastated from losing all that work and progress that I had put. January 2021, my birth month, I received a brand new PC, and with the uprising of Minecraft's popularity again, I gave it another shot. I met the wonderful Jace at the time, also known as Ghost of Crow, and it's Polar, my favorite duo. And they helped me learn how to have fun again. I remember playing for 16 hours straight when I first rejoined the Hypixel community, which isn't really that much, but it really isn't that much compared to how I used to grind back then. But considering that I hadn't touched Minecraft in like ages, that was a pretty big step for me at the time. From there we met AB0, which is when I chose to begin uploading on YouTube again, which then caused Skyblock for Dummies to be born. And from there, I just continued playing with them, having fun, and uploading every now and then what we were doing, and my gameplay, and my experiences meeting new people from the Hypixel community. And here we are now, September 30th, 2021. I've met so many wonderful people from this community, and I'm grateful for all of you, my supporters, my friends. And becoming a content creator was one of my best ideas. I wouldn't really consider myself a content creator back then, but I have plans to post more frequently because I genuinely want to see where I can take my channel. Not just as a thank you to everyone who's helped me along the way, but to those of you who believe I can. I've never enjoyed playing Minecraft more than I do now. Now that I have all these memories and experiences that I'm so grateful for, thanks to this community. I wanna serve my purpose, you could say, to this community, just how it did for me. Thank you for listening if you made it all the way through. I really appreciate it.